Assalamu alaikum, brother Mukarram. Hope you are doing well. It's been like a week and a half since my last few questions. So here for today's Q&A, I have gathered some interesting question, and also I have few things to talk as we go by. So one of the most asked question when we do a job search, the first thing which comes to our mind itself is resume. Like how can we build resume? Why resume has changed over a period of time? Back in those days, it was just we adding few detail offers and we land a job. Now we have a descriptive name like ATS resume. We want it based on how the keywords are happening, and all these things are so much in demand. So for example, if I'm applying a job in LinkedIn, we can already see the skill set, we can already see the requirements where they're asking, but we are nowhere close to making our resume. How as your service have helped people, and also can you briefly explain about why ATS resume, because it's such an ask in the industry current now?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for asking question, Rena sister, mashallah. ATS resume is most important nowadays, mashallah. And ATS resume is like, in that ATS resume, mashallah, there will be keywords. There will be keywords and skill set relevant to the job. And the company and the recruiter and the employer, they use ATS software to shortlist to filter the resume, mashallah. And then if you have the resume with the keywords, if you have the resume with the skill set, relevant skill set, then more chances that you will get interview calls, mashallah. And I help my clients, mashallah, with the ATS resume, and mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I know very well, like, how to optimize the resume, how to optimize the cover letter, how to optimize the LinkedIn profile. And with the help of that ATS resume, mashallah, and then with the help of the keywords, and I know the keywords, mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keywords and skill set. And those who seek help from me with, mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah bless them with an amazing job offer. And ATS resume, it is not only the resume, mashallah, it is also the LinkedIn profile. If you can check with, resume and LinkedIn profile, the resume should be your resume equal to LinkedIn profile, mashallah. LinkedIn profile equal to your resume. So if resume has the keywords, and then your LinkedIn profile has the keywords, then more chances that you will get interview calls, mashallah. More chances then you will get interview calls from the top companies, and more chances that you will get job offer in the top companies with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mashallah. I hope you got my point, sister, mashallah.
Yeah, thank you for the in-depth on why ATS resume. And also, I want to share my incident through this. Like, I happened to take his service, and I applied for Big Four consultant company, and I happened lucky enough to get into Deloitte for the interview round. And they asked one of the most common. I think this is not a common question. It is more of like the reason of resonating how beautiful the resume looks like. So one of I want to say the audience who is listening, if you are currently looking for resume building, or if you have just lost your way in how to build, you can definitely reach out to Ashraf Bhai and ask his service. He will be happy to assist you further. So that's my keyword. So it was great working along with you while building the resume, and also I happened to get into amazing big companies for interview as such. Thank you,
Mashallah.
Bhai, for that. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Mashallah.
As you were speaking about how resume equals LinkedIn, right? I have this second most curious question from my end. So, what is the benefit for networking in LinkedIn? Like, since you ended your last answer with saying, like, our resume should be standing out, our LinkedIn should be standing out. And now the question is, how can we, what is the benefit, or how can we benefit ourselves from networking in LinkedIn?
Okay. Mashallah. Networking on LinkedIn is very, very important nowadays, mashallah, because top company, HR people, and then every company, mashallah, who are listed on LinkedIn, those HR people are on LinkedIn, mashallah. They used to update the job opportunities on LinkedIn. So if you can spend minimum 90 minutes per day on LinkedIn, then mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will get opportunities through LinkedIn. And also, you should have to be very wise. It is not like you are just using LinkedIn, just scrolling the news feed. It is not like that. You should have to use the LinkedIn with some purpose. And when you use with some purpose, for example, if you have the intention of networking with the professionals, then mashallah, you sit down and then you have the research, and then you just check it out. Like there are people, for example, if your dream company is Microsoft, then you can search for the Microsoft, and then you can search for the HR, those who are working in the Microsoft, then you can follow them, you can network with them. Similarly, for example, if you are looking for a job in different companies, if you are looking for a job in Dubai and you are in India, mashallah, then you can network with the people who are currently in the Dubai, mashallah, and then you can follow their content, you can like their content, comment their content, you can send connection requests to them, and then you can follow them, and you can be in touch with them, and you can send message to them, and further you can take that opportunity to WhatsApp and Zoom call. And mashallah, if you build strong relationship with the people, with the professionals, mashallah, more chances that you will get interview calls, more chances that you will get the buffer, mashallah, through LinkedIn. And there are people, mashallah, who are utilizing the LinkedIn in a wise way, and they're getting the opportunities in the top companies. And there are many opportunities on LinkedIn. And every day, HR people used to update opportunities on LinkedIn. If you have that mindset of sitting on LinkedIn, mashallah, for minimum 90 minutes per day, then you can grab a good job offer in less than 90 days with a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah. This is my point to you, sister, mashallah.
Thank you, brother. I think this kind of gave an in-depth of me, and I'll definitely add my points of using LinkedIn because I am into other social media like YouTube, like Instagram. I'm okay with it. LinkedIn was very new to me. I asked my brother, like, give me some few tips, and he said this exact same tips. I started following it, and you guys won't believe I had like 120 connection or so. In next 3 week, I was booming with over 500 followers. So this
Mashallah.
point is very important, like whatever he mentioned, taking time and following people, the right amount of people. I hope this definitely helps you and start your networking from today onwards. So what, like you have said, networking helps to land an amazing job from whichever country you want by being wherever you are currently residing. My
Yes.
next interesting question follows up to how can we get a job in 90 days, because it's just a short period of 3 months, and looking at the current market, it looks like we are doing the job hunt for over a year. So,
Yes.
what are the strategies you are going to give for the audience?
Okay, okay, mashallah. A good question from Sister Rena, mashallah. How to get job offer in less than 90 days? My humble suggestion to all the audience is, mashallah, first is purify your intentions, and then, mashallah, optimize your resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile. And then with the keywords, and your resume should be ATS standard, mashallah. And then LinkedIn should be, now, mashallah, LinkedIn has updated. Like, for example, in the skills section, earlier you used to update 50 skills, mashallah. Now you can update 100 skills on LinkedIn. So you can have that chances, mashallah. That, for example, if you're looking for a two different role, then you can have that 50-50, mashallah. 50 skill set for one, and second role for 50 skill set, mashallah. So this is one point, mashallah. Optimize your resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile, mashallah. Second, another point is connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more through good deeds. And when you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and miracle will happen. When you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through good deed, namaz, Quran, zikr, dua, and practicing kindness with everyone, giving charity to the needy people, mashallah, and then staying away from negative action, and then lowering the gaze, mashallah. And then there are many, many strategies. One more strategy is, for example, if you are entering your home, say salam loudly, mashallah, and then recite Durud Sharif and Surah Ikhlas 3 times, mashallah. So this way you can practice, mashallah. And other strategies like networking with the people, offline, online. You can go to offline event, you can participate in online event, networking with the professionals on LinkedIn, like networking with the professionals on WhatsApp group, mashallah. And if you're in Telegram, then you can network with the professionals on Telegram, mashallah. This way you can practice. And my strategy, mashallah, which help many people, is practicing istighfar 90 minutes per day without distraction. This is extremely powerful strategy. If you practice this strategy daily with consistency, then inshallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will get job offer in less than 90 days. Important point is you have to apply for the job. You have to apply for the job. You have to do networking. You have to be branding yourself on LinkedIn. Side by side, you have to practice good deeds on a daily basis and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mashallah. And one more important point is don't hurt anyone. Don't hurt anyone at any cost. And you practice good deeds, mashallah, on daily basis. Plus, stay away from all the negative action, and try to limit your screen time. For example, if you are into social media, My humble suggestion to all the brother and sister is like limit your screen time, especially on YouTube, especially on Instagram. You can utilize the social media platform with the purpose, mashallah. For example, if your purpose is to get job offer, then alhamdulillah, LinkedIn platform is much better, mashallah. And focus on LinkedIn, mashallah. I used to suggest to my mentee and clients, mashallah, try to be active on LinkedIn only, not other social media platform. For example, if your intention, if your mindset is to get job offer in less than 90 days, then stay away from all the social media platform. Focus on YouTube only. Focus on mashallah LinkedIn only. And for the YouTube, you can have mashallah for educational purpose. And my suggestion, if you are using YouTube and if you want to learn from the YouTube, then use premium plan, mashallah. So if you have that focus, mashallah, and focusing on LinkedIn platform wisely, minimum 90 minutes per day. And also one important point is like try to apply for minimum 20 jobs per day. Try to apply for minimum 20 jobs per day so that you can get interview calls, mashallah. And also important, you have to apply for the relevant job. You have to apply, for example, if your position is sales manager or a business development manager, then you have to apply for the relevant job. Then only you will get interview call, mashallah. And very important, for example, if your experience is like 5 plus 5 to 10, mashallah, and you have to apply for the same job, same description, mashallah, then only you will get interview call. This is one point. Another point is like connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in tahajjud. Tahajjud is extremely powerful, mashallah. Try to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in tahajjud, and then you can read Quran, you can connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in dua, mashallah, and you can practice salah, salatul hajj, salatul tawbah, salatul shukr, mashallah. And don't miss salah, 5 times salah, mashallah, for the brother. Go to masjid on time, mashallah, and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mashallah. And if you practice this strategy with consistency, mashallah, then you will attract so much of blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and especially MNC job offer in less than 90 days, inshallah. So this is my humble suggestion to all the brother and sister, mashallah. And even you can connect with me on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, mashallah. Inshallah, I will try to share with you some strategies you can practice it, inshallah. So this is my point to you, sister, mashallah. Jazakallah.
Thank you, brother. That's an in-depth, and also through these 90 days, I want to share to the audience. Definitely, you can join him in his WhatsApp group where people are already his mentee. You can see how they actually land the job, following whatever strategies he has told you. They have followed it and they have landed the amazing job. So just make sure to join the WhatsApp group and keep in loop so that you get the latest update along with the latest result of your job. So while we were talking about the 90 days, you happen to answer one of my question, which is like how to why we are not getting interview calls. So you happen to give a very beautiful detail on it, like the following the strategy is very important. So I'll repeat the question again so that you give us a few points on this, right? What are few reasons of why we are not getting interview call? Of course, we are applying job. You have
Yes.
also mentioned in the last answer question itself, you said like apply to the job which currently matches your resume. And so can you just brief a little bit about the reason of for not getting the job even after applying to similar job?
Yes. Yes, sister, mashallah. Good question. Why you are not getting interview calls and you are applying for the job, you are applying for hundreds of job and you are not getting interview calls. The reason is one, your resume is not optimized. I see resume, mashallah. People used to connect with me and share the resume, and then they are just filling all the information in 1 2 pages, mashallah. And there is no keywords. There is no keywords. There is no specific skill set. For example, if you're applying for the key account manager, there should be certain skill set. And mashallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I used to optimize in such a way that there will be 21 skill set in the resume, mashallah. And apart from that, there will be many other keywords, mashallah, in the resume. So if you can apply, then you will get interview call. So point number one is keywords and skill set. Nowadays, company prefer ATS resume. If your resume is not ATS, then you will not get interview call. If your resume is according to ATS standard, then you will get interview calls, mashallah. And one more point is about the description. For example, if your experience is 5 years of experience and you are applying to 15 years of job opportunity, then you will not get the interview call. This is another reason. Another reason is, mashallah, for example, if your professional experience is sales and you are applying for administration, then you will not get interview call. So you should have to be relevant in applying. You have to check first is your it should be keyword, mashallah, proper keyword, and then experience should be the same, mashallah, which is mentioned in the job description, mashallah, and then position should be the same, mashallah. This is one point. And another point is, and you are not closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are not closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will not get interview call. When you are closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will get interview call, mashallah. This is why, mashallah, I used to share the strategies to my mentee, my student, mashallah, get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you can apply for the thousands of job, but when you are closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you will get job offer in MNC company. If you are applying for thousands of job application, when you are not closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are not practicing good deeds, then less chance that you will get interview. You will get interview call, but you will not get job offer like what you are thinking. So my humble suggestion, optimize your resume, mashallah, then have that focus, mashallah, relevant job opportunities and relevant job this description, mashallah, and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, and so that you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get interview call and job offer, mashallah. This is one point, mashallah. Another point, when why you are not getting interview call is like sometime there will be a gap in your experience. There will be 1 year, 2 year gap in your experience. Because of that, also HR people reject your resume. So that in your while rating, for example, if you are applying through Gmail, you can mention in that content that this is the reason why I left this company, and then because of this is the gap. You have to have that clarity and practice honesty. While and people used to connect with me, and sometime most of the time, mashallah, people are very honest. Sometimes they are not honest with what they are showing. So you have to practice honesty in everything, in your resume, in your experience, and all those things, mashallah. And when you are honest, then you will receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is my point to you, sister, mashallah. Jazakallah.
Thank you, brother. That's kind of clearly comes around like why are we not getting interview calls. So of all the 4 questions I have asked, you have absolutely given the absolute strategy the audience are looking in for. So one of the last question, which is like the most asked question on, also there are so many other platforms where we can apply for a job, and one of the reason is why how we land a job through LinkedIn. Because for example, there is Naukri, there is Indeed, there is other, like each and every country has their own job portal. But
Yes.
how can we land a job only through LinkedIn? What are the main key strategy? This is the last question for the day. And I hope the audience will take away the most important thing and the most difficult way. People always think it's difficult through landing a job in LinkedIn, but I think that's the right platform to actually land a job. So please share the strategies along with the audience. Thank you, brother.
Mashallah, good question. And how you can get job offer through LinkedIn, mashallah. And my, no, my strategies, my humble suggestion to all the people, mashallah. For example, if you are in Dubai, if you are in Saudi Arabia, if you are in India, mashallah, every country have different job portals. And my humble suggestion, you focus on LinkedIn more, mashallah. And you can focus on other platform. For example, if you are in India, you have Naukri, you have Monster, Indeed, and there are many Hirect, mashallah, one more. So you can, there are many, mashallah, but your focus should be on LinkedIn. Because why LinkedIn means, in LinkedIn there are many opportunities every day, mashallah. Company people used to update the opportunities. So that and one more point is, if you are looking for a job in MNC company, big companies, then you can use the LinkedIn platform. You can apply through LinkedIn, mashallah. You can connect with the HR people. You can send message to them. You can send email to them. There are many point, mashallah, if you can use the LinkedIn, mashallah. And also one more point, for example, if you are using LinkedIn and you want job offer through LinkedIn, it's like you can follow the HR people. There are like thousands and thousands of HR on LinkedIn, mashallah. If you have the target, for example, if you are looking for a job in Dubai, then you can have that specific HR people from Dubai. You can connect with them. You can follow them, mashallah. You can send message to them. And also you can check in your degree connection, first degree connection, if there is any HR in your degree connection, then you can send message to them, mashallah. And if you go to their profile, then there will be connections, mashallah. And based on that, if there is chance, then you can connect with other HR people through their connection. And also one more point you can follow on LinkedIn is like, for example, if you're following one HR from Dubai, then you can go to their activity section. Then you can check their activities. For example, if they are like some HR or opportunities, then you can check, mashallah. There are many positive, mashallah, things on LinkedIn if you can looking for other opportunities on LinkedIn. And also one more point about LinkedIn is like it is a professional platform. It is not like YouTube. It is not like Facebook. It is not like Instagram. It is not like TikTok, or it is not like Twitter. It is a professional platform, and big company, mashallah, professional people used to be there active on LinkedIn, mashallah. So you can connect with them and you can network with them. You can build relationship with them. You can get opportunities through LinkedIn with a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa taala, mashallah. This is my point to you, sister. Jazakallah.
Thank you, brother. That gives an insight on how we can actually use LinkedIn to land our job. So today we happen to talk in depth on why ATS resume is important in today's world. And the follow-up question was, how can we have a networking in LinkedIn? And you were able to answer us through saying like, how can we also land a job in 90 days? And I happen to ask a question like, how can and what are the reason we are not getting interview call, and with the last and the final question is why, how can we land a job through LinkedIn? So I think that's a good ask of a question, and these are like one of the most asked question if you Google or if you see any of the content in LinkedIn itself. So if you have any more key points for the audience, you can go ahead, share with them. And that will be the wrap for today's session, brother.
Mashallah, my last point, my point will be for the audience will be mashallah is be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa taala, and if you're if, connect with your parents, mashallah, and talk to them, and if you're away from your parents, connect with them via video call, talk to them, and care them, love them, help them, support them, spend more money onto them, mashallah. And being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, mashallah, such a powerful strategy, mashallah. And be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every second so that you receive more blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very, very important is you should have to purify your intention every second. For example, if you are planning to connect with someone, you have to purify your intention. When your intention is good, when you think good about others, mashallah, you automatically start to receive blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is my point, mashallah. And another point to conclude is, mashallah, and conclude your day with zikr, conclude your day with connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more, mashallah. And one more point which I would like to add, mashallah, last point, always be in wazu, always be in wazu. And if you are in wazu, then you will be positive, mashallah. You will have clarity, you will have focus, you will have high energy, mashallah. And those who are looking for a job, you practice my strategies daily with consistency, mashallah. Then, inshallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will attract so much of positivity in your life. And if you're looking for a job, then if you practice my strategy, then you will get interview calls and job offer in less than 90 days, inshallah, with the blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah, sister, mashallah. You can conclude, mashallah, the program.
Thank you, brother. It was an interesting day today to actually join in the last minute and happen to have so many questions in hand. And I know the audience or the people who are following you might be like, why have we stopped answering their questions? So we have answered few of the question, and moving forward, I am looking to ask many more questions of yours. So just keep on adding in the comment. I will pick what's the most asked question, and we'll have our podcast and we'll follow up with all of your questions. And hope this strategy, whatever Ashraf has shared with you, will definitely help you land a job if you are currently going through the difficult time. Even those comment on below, if we can help, we will definitely reach out to you and help you through your difficult times, because helping each other is what is the best thing out there. So I'll be wrapping up here, and the thank you note for Ashraf bhai for joining, and it's the stage is all yours, brother.
It's my pleasure, dear sister, mashallah. May Allah bless you and may Allah bless everyone with Allah khair. Jazakallah khair for asking the question. May Allah bless you and reward the best which is khair for you, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.